Hello, everybody. It is I, Blaze of Blazing Flame Studio, and looks like we had a random world quest pop up inside of the Fortress of Meripede after doing the most recent story quest we did, which was Risley's. So, let's see what's going on inside the Pancration Ring. Huh? You're Genevieve, right? What brings you here? Well, I'm here to do some Pancration, but what are you doing here? You aren't hoping to sign up too, are you? I know you do. Sorry, the blonde one can't participate. Never said I wanted to take part. Paimon, wait, what's the opposite of deja vu? Anyway, Paimon has that. Because last time we were in a situation like this, both Darcy and SDN were practically begging us to participate. Let me put it this way, a pancration match is a spectator sport. Entertaining the audience is more important than who wins and who loses. I've heard all about your past deeds. If we let you enter the ring, the outcome is a foregone conclusion and all the anticipation is removed from the equation. No one wants to watch a match with predictable outcome. If I let you take the part, I might as well hand you the trophy right now and save everyone the trouble. How about I use only one hand to fight? That might spice things up a little, but nope, I don't think that'll work. What if you accidentally win the tournament with one hand? Set the bar too high for future tournaments. I said entertainment value is key, but I also have to be careful to manage the audience's expectations. How about I let Farina join as a coach? You can coach her. Strongest coach paired with the weakest contestant. Wow, really gonna insult that person like that? That should be a nice gimmick, nice touch, I mean, for the audience. Although it's mostly for fun, there's a pretty generous prize for the winner, all thanks to her colleague, or should I say former colleague. The winning team will receive credit coupons as well as a fantastic Fanta trophy. Show it at the Fontaine Research Institute and you can drink all the Fanta you like for free. Endless supply of free Fanta. Well, if Farina is willing to coach me and point right to victory, I'd be more than happy to give you the trophy. Sure, you'd be willing to bring up an endless supply of free Fanta? They're in the prison! What do you think? Of course, I've had more than my fair share of Fanta in my time. You're teaming up with Poiré again, okay? Are Rave and Darcy competing this time as well? Darcy isn't, as far as I know, and Rave, I doubt he'll feel the need to. He did take all our coupons after all. Didn't he return them to you after the results were announced? Nope, and I haven't seen him since. It's possible that he's left for good. What? There are multiple factors that may have contributed to my previous losses, but we can't change the past, and from an efficiency perspective, competing in the Pancration tournament may prove to be the better choice now. Especially with the Traveler's help, that would be perfect. I mean, whatever. You'll help. Fantastic. Coach Purina, Paimon, let's go find Poiré. I wonder if he's recruited any new teammates. Hello there. Poiré! Well, he's talking to a guard. How's it going, Poiré? Will he be joining our team? Huh, hard pass. I believe that's a no. As much as I enjoy the detective jokes, from what I've seen of your combat capabilities, you're about as good in fight as a blubber beast. Joining your team would look like debuting on stage just before the curtains close. If I had time for that, don't you think I'd be better off rehearsing for the Tri-Coupon Troops performance? Make a lot of good points, but I'd like to refute on one of them. I'm all ears. I have lost original in unarmed combat, but I've changed my fighting style since then. Now I can at least draw in a fight with this stern shield crap. Unarmed combat with Risamov? You? Yes, I realize now it was a reckless decision on my part, so I decided to avoid unarmed combat from now on. Well, yeah, the Travelers agreed to coach us. I'm sure we stand a much better chance of winning with help from her. Best coach can't help a lost cause, but you said you changed your fighting style? Yes, close quarter combat is not my forte, so I procured numerous bottles filled with cryo energy. These I can slow down my opponents in the arena and also treat them to a delicious ice-cold Fanta outside the ring to maintain cordial relationships. So you're just another test subject guy. Got it. Paimon's so jealous. Wait, is that how bottles of cryo are supposed to be used? I'll stick with my axe. What, aren't you a researcher? Where'd you learn to use an axe? Rest assured that I'm quite handy with an axe. I chop firewood for stress relief when my research hits a wall. Yeah. I have a suggestion. Why don't we have a little sparring session now? That way you can show me your skills, and Coach Farina can get a sense of your fighting styles. Depending on how the sparring goes, I may or not decide to join your team. Sure. Seems like a reasonable suggestion. What do you think, Poiré? Yes, excellent suggestion, if only you come up with it sooner. I think I could have used up my mental energy on making detective jokes. Well, I would say let's get right to the Pancration wing and not waste any more time, but are you sure you're dressed for a sparring match? What do you mean? I always dress like this when I'm chopping firewood. You should change to something that's easier to move around in. Fortunately, the troop has some costumes. Give me a minute. Let me guess, something like a treasure hoarder? She's your opponent, though. Isn't it counterproductive to help her? It's not a fair fight if she's handicapped by her clothes. Thank you, very considerate. Whichever way this goes, you have my respect as an opponent. Alright, I can officially say now. Let's get right to the Pancration Ring and not waste any more time. I'm sure Busamov won't mind borrowing it for a while. Sure. May as well. Take me down! Hi, Busamov. I'd like to use this place to train with Guncore. Sure thing, no problem at all. Please observe our fight closely, coaches Farina and Paimon. Truth be told, Poiré and I lack fighting experience, especially this kind of fighting, so... Please let us know right away if you have any advice during the fight. Got it. Let's warm up and get ready to enter the arena. Guncore can't be stronger than a stern shield crab, right? You can do it. I would argue that probably yes. It's just ours, so we won't hold back. Please try and understand. A superb attack! Victory. Outcome is already clear. That's enough play, right? That wasn't bad. I was wondering how I was actually going to be incorporated into this. Not bad, I'm impressed. It was close, could have gone either way. I've been waiting so long for a chance to say that. It was 2 against 1, so based on Goncourt's Pancration ethics, this probably doesn't count as a fair fight. No, it absolutely counts. The rules allow it, plus I was going easy on you. You're new to this, after all. Why didn't you go all out? What would be the point? I was only testing their skills. Why would I want to risk injuring them? Fair point. Well, anyway, since they impressed you, are you willing to join the team now? Hard pass. May have chosen to join if it was just the 2 of them. With you here, I'm somewhat superfluous. Thanks for the compliment. I'm only speaking the truth. I'm sure you'll put on an amazing performance with Farina coaching. As for me, I'll be cheering on you from the audience. Oh, and although I won't be fighting alongside you, I'm happy to provide some support outside the ring. Considering your fighting styles are a little monotonous, let's get you kitted out with some more stuff. As the coach, of course, there's a few things that might come in handy. Our troop is really well equipped. It makes me wonder how come our performances are always subpar. I hope these things are as good as you're claiming. Oh, don't worry. They are. Anyway, seeing is believing. Let's go to Alvard. He keeps all the stuff I ordered for the troop. Sure. Go to the Rag and Bone shop. Little Rag and Bone. Gotta love the old Rag and Bone shop. Ah! Hello. Watch be around here. They'll be packed in some flimsy wooden boxes. If you find them, go ahead and crack them open. I see lots of flimsy wooden boxes, like these. Firecrackers. Backup for your own weapon.
Welcome to the Rag and Bone Shop, purveyor of all essential provisions.
Am I missing a container? Aha. I guess all this. Does your troop really use these in your performances? Using them is optional, but having them is mandatory. That's my motto. Nothing about performing, so I'll take your word for it, Guncore. Wait, but this is a fight, not a performance, right? Yes, but it's still for entertainment purposes. The Pancration Ring can be considered a stage of sorts. Look forward to watching you shine on the stage. With all your preparations so far, I'm sure your first fight will be a breeze. I heard your opponent is a big blue fella. And while he might be a stocky guy, I don't think he's a match for you. Need my help with that? First opponent won't be that difficult, right? So let's use the same system as we did before. Just give us any input you think we need during the fight. Coach Farina, could you ask Rusumov when the matches will officially begin? We'll be ready to fight whenever you say the word. I'll watch your fights if I have the time. Best of luck in the tournament. Thanks for everything. You're a great guy. Thanks for Poirot for the detective jokes. I'm hoping to work some of them into my scripts. Sure. Alright. Dr. Rusimov. Honestly, they could have done to put a... It wouldn't have killed them to put a teleport thing down here. But I guess their motive is... Their motif is, you know... You're only going to really come down here for one thing or the other. Later today's pink creation fight, a naive researcher and her assistant, a team of 2 fresh fish being sent to the chopping block. Lovely. No confidence in my training whatsoever, which I find insulting. We got some people. We got a crowd. Hi. Who's the big blue guy? Back so soon. Fast and Furious. Yeah, fast to lose, furious in defeat. Why are you being so pessimistic? It sounds like holding all the cryo bottles to cool his enthusiasm. So elemental energy really does have that kind of effect? Of course, the Fontaine Research Institute was right after all, instead of elemental energy. If you're ready, you can start whenever you like. I'm good to go. First opponent has quite an interesting origin story. He was stuffed into a barrel, and the barrel had a note on it that said, "Take a look in the mirror." Obviously, the person who stuffed himself in the barrel is also participating. So if he beats you, it'll be his chance to get revenge in the ring. After all, fighting's prohibited outside the ring. It's his only chance to win a fight and not get punished for it. Of course, he'll still be entitled to visit the infirmary if he loses. So are you ready to enter the ring? We're ready. Ow, big blue guy, huh? If it was just a recreational tournament, that doesn't mean you should be pitting jokers against me. Get him. Miss. Good job, you two. Congrats on 100% exceeding the clouds in leeway, Sharky. Congratulations to the researcher and researcher assistant. A first bout victory for our first-time fighters. As for the guy in the barrel, don't be discouraged. We'll see you again in the next competition. Not the guy in the barrel. Talk to Guinevere. He was probably just picking berries. And Rusumov, I am not a research assistant. Hey, a research assistant does a very good job. Maybe you would consider it. If nothing else, working at the Fontaine Research Institute would be much better than job security than working as a detective's assistant. Fair enough. I'll give it some thought if I ever manage to leave this place. So how did the two of you team up anyway? You seem like very different personalities, and you don't have much common ground professionally either. That's not entirely true. The truth is I was doing an investigation at the Fontaine Research Institute before I came here. Everything was going fine until I ran into that Melusine. I was just gathering evidence, but she insisted that it was theft. Define gathering evidence. Taking private documents from the Fontaine Research Institute, which would generally be considered as constituting theft. I'll have you know they were problematic documents. Anyway, I pleaded guilty and accepted my punishment. Sounds like there's an interesting story there. I'm not at liberty to divulge the details of the case, so it would violate client confidentiality. While it's familiar with the subject of his investigation, I injured them during a conference. Man, please stop. What did I just say about divulging details? Oh, sorry, yeah, it's nothing to do with the competition anyway, so we shouldn't bore our poor coach with this. I'm not very curious of what goes on at the Fontaine Research Institute behind closed doors. You could probably read all about it at the Steambird or some detective novel, but I can't vouch for the credibility in either case. Alright, let's get back to business. What do you need to improve on? Speed. But whenever and Poirot rely on throwing, faster and more accurate throws would give them an advantage, whether it's a bottle of cryo or some stage firecrackers, right? Sounds good. Should we just find somewhere to practice our throwing techniques? As long as we can find a spot where we won't disturb anyone. There's a big empty space near the Rift of Erosion. I think that should work. Let's head over and check it out. Alright. Go to the Rift of Erosion. Let's see if I can remember exactly how to get over here. This would appear to be the way. Wasn't there at some point a way to get out of the Fortress of Meripede through this way? A dull blade. Sure. This looks like a great place to practice throwing. Goncora gave us a bunch of stuff earlier, some of which come in handy here. Guinevere and Poirot set up a practice area. My pleasure. Demonstrate throwing techniques. Maybe. We'll have a little bit of extra time, I guess. Last one. Any questions? I understand it in principle, but you need to practice it for yourself. Muscle memory is key here. You need hand-eye coordination. Speaking of which, Poirot has to wear glasses. Will your poor eyesight affect your accuracy? These are just a fashion statement. They're not prescription lenses. Must be a nuisance, surely, wearing those in the ring. You just have to treat them as an extension of your body. Besides, if I take them off, no one will recognize me. Don't be silly. Don't be silly. Let's not get hung up on spectacles here. This entire thing is a spectacle. Is this basic training really all we can do? It reminds me of being a detective's assistant, revisiting the same crime scene over and over countless times, hoping to find a new shred of evidence. There's no substitute for hard work in any field. Our coach has personally shown us how it's done. You shouldn't dismiss the value of practice before you've even tried it. If you don't put in the time, you'll regret it down the line. How about a sparring match with me instead? I'll go practice throwing right away. Needs to be second nature when we're in the ring. Let's take turns to practicing. While one of us throws, the other will watch and check their accuracy. Great. Coach, let's meet again at the arena when the next round begins. Alright. No slacking, Poirot. I wonder who our next opponent will be. Here's what happens if I stand here. Okay, I don't take damage. Go to the Pancration Wing the next day between 18 and 22 o'clock. Very well. It will be done. Alright. Both brains and brawn. We.
Accelerating.
This team of fresh fish filleted their opponents nice and clean. Did they just get lucky, or perhaps they've got some secret tricks up their sleeve? Anyway, the second bout is about to begin. Let's just see how much razzle-dazzle they've got. Behold, the melt reaction. Hello. Ah, you're here. Where's Guinevere? She's gone to get changed. She'll be back before the match starts. Your opponent is ready. Let me know when you want to start. As soon as Guinevere gets ready. Best of luck. Who's it gonna be? Oh, gosh. As long as I defeat you, I can regain my freedom and live the good life with my brothers again. I don't think that's how that works.
I'm ready. This isn't over.
Bully!
Take this.
Really? Oh, I see. I get it. Okay, get it. I thought it was just supposed to do the freeze thing. I forgot about the timer. Hey, hold on. Okay, let me try that again when I'm actually remembering that certain things happen. We need to do the melt and the freeze. Physical damage is not enough. So what is this spear? It's like an ore. And an E and a Q. There we go.
This will end you. You win. This.
Team of newcomers defeated the fierce warrior from distant lands. How is this possible? A samurai from far losing to a feeble researcher and her assistant? Will the newcomer's luck ever run out? Find out in the next match. Looks like Guinevere leaving in a hurry just now, as though she was chasing something. Ray followed her out too. What's going on? That works.
Accept you.
Who's this? I'm warning you. It's a serious crime to fight outside the ring. What? You think I care at this point? You psycho. Do you solve all your problems with brute force? No wonder you had to fake the data when you couldn't get the results you wanted. Well, I should be warning you unless you have evidence to back up your claims. That was blatant slander. Oh, you don't like it, huh? Tom Cookie? Start thinking about that, you're going to apologize to Mr. Bousset when you get out of here. If you ever get out of here. Am I saying I should be thanking you? Mr. Bousset had to step down thanks to your academic dishonesty. No way can Raimondo handle all the Fontaine Research Institute projects on his own once I get out of here. It never ceases to amaze me how some people can fantasize about such a bright future in this fortress where the sun never shines. A true testament to the power of the human imagination. Who are you? And how exactly is any of this your business? Oh, me? As you probably guess, I'm just a lowly assistant. A nobody, really. We're all contestants here, so let's try and be a little cordial to each other outside the ring, shall we? I have a delicious iced Heath glass here, very sweet. Would you care for a glass? Wait, what? No, I'm not even a contestant. He didn't fall for it. Unlike some people, I refuse to stoop to using brute force to prove my own value. A Fontaine Research Institute lab is too good for you. A lumberjack's cabin in the mountains is where you belong. Whatever, punches him. How dare you? Private brawls are... You all saw that too, right? Private brawls are prohibited. Oh goodness, I'm so sorry. I took my glasses off for a second and my eyesight is terrible without them. I'm afraid I didn't see a thing. Leave us out of this. It's not a brawl unless you hit her back. Are you gonna fight back? No one's stopping you, but I hear a serious crime to fight outside the ring. You self-righteous conniving. I'll wipe those smug looks off of your faces, just you wait. My VL model and his mecha will prove everything. The man leaves. What was that about? I'm sorry you had to see that. I had a bit of a short fuse. I always try my best to stay rational, objective, and neutral in all scenarios, but sometimes I fail to control myself. A short fuse is no excuse for assault. I just suddenly punched him without saying a single word. Paimon was shocked. You're right, I'm sorry. I'll try to do better. Anyway, who was he? Comme Vallon. He's a senior researcher at the Fontaine Research Institute. He always had a rivalry with Raimondo, but I guess he thinks he might be in with a chance since Brousseau has fallen from power. But it doesn't look like Raimondo has any intention of giving him the chance. It's a shame, really. If he was Raimondo's equal, the Steambird would have given me my own column space. Why? And also, how do you know about all this? Because when I was caught when I was collecting evidence at the Fontaine Research Institute, he was the main target of my investigation. All those problematic documents I mentioned were linked to him. I actually met him a few times before, but he didn't seem to recognize me at all just now. Now you're divulging the details of the case. What happened to client confidentiality and professional ethics? The fact that he's here in the Fortress of Meripede means the case is clearly over. Plus, I sent my uncle a letter recently to see if I could find anything out, and all he sent back in reply was, "Be patient." Knew something was weird was going on. I guess he couldn't be bothered to help me since he knew what was about to happen. You'd think I spent years running errands for him. And even let him put me as a supporting character in his novel. I'm not surprised to see him here at all. He never had a very good reputation at the Fontaine Research Institute. Lots of negative rumors flying around about him. Guess they weren't all groundless. Oh, I know. I was sent here for injuring him at a conference, and of course for other reasons too. But I swear, the part about his bad reputation is public knowledge. Don't believe me, just ask anyone from the Fontaine Research Institute. That won't be necessary. Anyway, Paimon's more concerned about the stuff he said before leaving. If he's not participating in the competition? If he was, it's all about entertainment value, right? So why did it sound like he's plotting something nefarious? Knowing how he operates, I'm guessing he intends to take this opportunity to show you what he's capable of and impress the powerful people in the fortress. I've met some engineers from the Fontaine Research Institute before, and like Klein's, Paimon's got to ask, what makes this Chimp Vallon guy so special? Professionally, he doesn't have any noteworthy accomplishments, but he's quite skilled at networking and playing people to his advantage, although surely he wouldn't. What's the worst he can throw at us? 12 engineers all built like two Russimovs? Oh, you morons, worse than that. Didn't you hear what he said? The Vedel Model Enhanced Mecha. Looks like he's going to send Clockwork Mecha into the ring to fight us on his behalf, and you're not your typical Gardamex mass-produced in the fortress either. Some modified variety with enhanced combat capabilities. That's crazy. Combat Mecha aren't even human. How are they allowed in the prank creation tournament? It's just for entertainment. There's no rules stating the participants can't have to be human. As a matter of fact, someone once captured a stern shield crab from the abandoned production zone and sent that in as their fighter. Oh, so you really did draw on that fight, huh? Surrender, I know I'll be letting down our coach, but there's no way I could win that fight with this amount of training. I know my limits. There's no shame in surrender. Don't give up. Anything I can do, you can do. A few encouraging words are going to magically close the gap between you and them. Ooh, we might just have a shot, if we can utilize the mutually destructive effects of Numa and Usia energy to weaken the Clockwork Mecha. Winning wouldn't be beyond the realms of possibility. I have an idea, but this isn't the place to discuss it. Let's find somewhere in the production zone that's better lit. Alright. How do I get down there?
Accelerating.
Down we go. Help, help! I've been captured by an elevator. I can't get out. Going through. I figured it would be here. Okay, Yennefer, what's your idea? So as I was saying, we need to utilize the mutually destructive effects of Numenocea energy to weaken the Clockwork Mecha and create opportunities to attack. This is far beyond the scope of my abilities. I bid you all adieu. Don't go, I can't accomplish this without you. With some processing, Numenocea can be stored in a container, even in your sugar glass bottles. I'm familiar with the structural weakness of Clockwork Mecha, so if you could create an opening, I can go in and attack. That might actually work, and Poirier's been practicing his throwing, so hopefully his speed and accuracy should have improved by now. I don't know anything about the principles of mutual annihilation between Numenocea. If you put your mind to it, I'm sure you'll get it. This isn't a research project, so you don't need to grapple with the theory. All you need to know is what action causes what reaction. First thing first, help me set up a practice area. Yennefer and Poirier set up a practice area. This in the stage props Corey gave us too? What kind of show would need props like these? Maybe an educational play about the Fontaine Research Institute? Teach people about Numenocea or something? The arena is ready, now for a demonstration of the Numenocea mutual annihilation phenomenon. Over to you, Coach. You only need to run through it once. After that, I'll supervise Poirier's training until he knows exactly what he's doing. Well, good thing I have Farina. So, did it help? Thanks, Poirier. A genuine thanks for a G thanks. Anyway, let's leave him at the Pancration Ring for the next match, just like last time. Don't die on us. We need you to live on. We can win this. Are you sure? I mean, believe in yourself, obviously, but still. When time marches ever onward. Alright. Dr. Rusimov. Where is Rusimov? Oh, Rusimov. Let us get into Pancration Ring and do thing with Rusimov. A Darkwing Geese team. Big geese. All the geese. Alright. Coming through. Rusimov. Hey, Poirier, how'd the training go? Yep, I'm now fully versed in the mutually destructive properties of Numenocea energy. Congratulations. Sorry, I was just joking. I don't really get how it works, but I do know what I have to do. Good, because you'll be facing a heavyweight this time. Ready to enter? Let's begin. Where's Guinevere? Yep, it's Mecha. One down. Something the researcher in our system has transcended their limits and defeated the Clockwork Mecha team. See ya, Sharky. Thanks for sticking around. What an exhilarating match. Congratulations to the researcher and her assistant, and of course to their coach, Traveler. But I have some breaking news. Don't get too comfortable, because this match is entering overtime. Your spectacular performance really put me in the mood for a brawl, so allow me to be your opponent during the overtime match. Alright, time to go fight Rusimov. Am I getting... Oh, I only get half health? What? That seems unfair. Alright, well. Gotta love the, just, you know, chilling. See ya! Good job! Good job, guys. You did it. You took out Rusimov. I accept my defeat. Looks really can be deceiving. You never said anything about an overtime match. I'm about to pass out. No entertainment-driven tournament we complete without a few exciting plot twists. Same applies to using firecrackers in the ring or sweet-scented sugar glass bottles. Without further ado, are you ready to receive your prize? Seems like we're forgetting something. Hey, we forgot about it. Can't be that important. Where did Chamvalon go? His mecha were his pride and joy, and we tore them to shreds. Would you stick around to be humiliated further? He's probably hiding away to escape the shame. I doubt it. Like you said, they were his pride and joy. I don't think he's going to take this lying down. Now, you've got nothing to worry about. You're the champions. You've defeated me. You can handle whatever he might throw at you. As it may, fighting 2 matches back-to-back is completely exhausted, man. You just sit down. Right now, he could throw a newborn puppy at me, and I'd probably lose the fight. Chamvalon returns, and he's brought some friends. Oh, boy. My VL model enhanced mecha. You destroyed my VL... Oh, sorry. Let me get the proper accent for this. My VL model enhanced mecha. You destroy my VL model enhanced mecha. This tournament isn't over yet. Leave him to me. I've still got some fight left in me. Don't force yourself. Guess it's my time to shine. Time for me to beat him up.
Annihilation mode. Cleanup sequence initiate.
Alright, never. Enough out of you. Enough, no more, please, stop. Sure. You want the second half? You're completely mad, all of you. No more messing with crazy, I'm done. I should have known after last time what a spectacular failure this was. I'm admitting defeat and I'm leaving. No, without me you're not. Let's find somewhere to discuss reimbursement for my losses, just like the mess you've in my precious pancreation ring. Ah, but first, it gives me great pleasure to present the champions with the grand prize. Be proud of yourselves, you've earned it. Rusimov and Chavalot leave. That was pretty underwhelming at the end. Feels like all that preparation was a lot of effort for nothing. It was worth it to see Traveler in the ring. So cool. I don't know about cool. You're too modest, Coach. We promised the trophy to Coach Farina and Paimon. As for the credit coupons, I feel bad. You went above and beyond by taking that last fight, so we should really increase your compensation. But really, at these coupons, we can give you a little extra, but not as much as you deserve. Oh yes, you're running, well, coupons after Rave. It's fine. I'll stick to the amount originally agreed. I'm not in this to bleed anyone dry. Thank you so much, Coach Farina and Paimon. What are your plans now you won the tournament and got a big stash of coupons? All I can think about is life after the Fortress of Meripede. Though it's true that they have no evidence to prove I committed academic dishonesty, the fact that I also haven't been able to reproduce the results from the disputed experiment, I'll just have to keep going with my research and find a way to prove myself. This place isn't that bad, but the world beyond the fortress suits me better. Clients are hard to come by down here, and it's practically zero work for a detective. Then again, even in the resistance of Fontaine, the detective industry is just too competitive. Maybe I should think about expanding outside Fontaine. Yeah, maybe we'll interest somewhere else. Maybe Inazuma. Sounds like you have great plans, but I hope you'll achieve your goals. I hope you'll have at least graduated from being a supporting character in my uncle's novels the next time we meet. Thank you, and good luck to you, too. The Pancration Fonta Cup. Huh. And 900 credit coupons. And as we're, getting ready to head out, as this is right around where the end of the stream would typically be, We get ready to send out a raid. How about we spend our credit coupons that we just won and see if there's anything worth getting? Probably isn't, but you know. It's also it for the YouTube video. 40-minute quest line. And actually put out pretty well. Let's go ahead and grab the Art of Negotiation. A motorized autonomous Fonta vending machine. A clockwork mecha. A bed. And pure water. Actually, I don't even care about the pure water. This item has been reserved by someone and cannot be purchased. Oh. I see what it is. Art of Negotiation. My goodness, that's a pretty big book. Note here, go to the registration counter at the front desk to participate in the Coupon Cafeteria's internal satisfaction cafe. Whoa. Alright, well.
To the Rag and Bone Shop, purveyor of all essential provisions.
Anyway, everybody, we'll save that for next time. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure. And let's send you guys somewhere to raid. Have to imagine. Surely there's somebody we know that we can raid.
Welcome to the Rag and Bone Shop.
Welcome to the Rag and Bone Shop.
Emotions are like a raging
Um,
that surges through the mind.
Katson's live but playing Repo. Let's see if we can find someone in Genshin
Swept away by their unstoppable force.
who's an English
And if you
VTuber.
try to ignore them entirely, you'll end up tearing yourself to pieces.
Who has the lowest viewer count?
Rag and Bone Shop,
Banan-chan.
purveyor of all essential provisions.
But appears to be Russian. Maybe not Russian. I do not recognize this language, so I'm not going to make any presumptions. So with that being the case,
Why does Ashley
Instead-
sit at the counter? To welcome our clients, of course.
English
A kitty's gotta
VTuber.
earn his kibble somehow.
Let's send you guys over to Makudo.
Welcome to the Rag and Bone Shop, purveyor
Yeah.
of all essential.
Thank you so much for joining me, everybody. It's been an absolute pleasure. Until next time, Blaze Flame Studios signing off. Please participate in the raid. Greatly appreciate it. Yeah. I will be back tomorrow.
激しい